The session is resumed. The chair will now address the body. My fellow Filipinos, my esteemed colleagues, and to every citizen who dared to hope, this moment is yours. Today, as we adjourn the 19th Congress of the Philippines, we do more than close the book on a legislative chapter. Place a marker in history, one that says, the House of the People stood firm, worked hard, and made change real. In a time defined by uncertainty, division, and doubt, this Congress chose a different path. We chose purpose over politics, service over self, and action over excuses. We were not just present, we were relentless. From July 2022 to June 10, 2025, we filed over 11,557 bills and 2,393 resolutions, passed 1,565 measures, and enacted 287 national and local laws. Across 188 session days, we processed an average of 29 measures a day. But let me be clear, this is not about volume. This is about value. O itong paramihan ng batas, ang tanong may silbi ba sa tao? And I say with conviction, yes, these laws mattered. These laws made lives better. Under the guidance of this Congress, aspirations became laws. We secured our sovereignty through the Philippine Archipelagic Sea Lanes Act, the Philippine Marine Zones Act, and the Self-Reliance Defense Posture Program. We protected our farmers through the Anti-Agriculture Economic Sabotage Act and revived forgotten industries through the Salt Industry Development Act. We unlocked investments with the Maharlika Investments Fund Act, the Ease of Paying Taxes Act, and the Create More Act. We brought education and employment within the reach through the Academic Recovery and Accessible Learning ARAL Program Act, Expanded Tertiary Education Equivalency and Accreditation Program Act, and Enterprise-Based Education and Training Framework Act. We adopted to a digital future with the Internet Transaction Act and the VAT on Digital Services Law. We laid the groundwork for the sustainable expansion of our energy supply through the Philippine Natural Gas Industry Development Act and amendments to the IPIRA law. These are not mere statutes. They are strategic shifts. They redefine the role of government from passive bystanders to active catalysts. Batas na may tapang, batas na may puso, batas na may saysay. We did not legislate for headlines. We legislated for history. Our legislative work was never done in isolation. Every measure we passed was in deliberate alignment with the two cornerstones of our national transformation: President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.'s Bagong Pilipinas government's agenda and the Philippine Development Plan 2023-2028. We translated vision into law. We took the administration's whole of government, whole of society approach and turned that into action that benefits every Filipino. We attribute our success to the strong partnership between the executive and legislative branches, a partnership that must continue to deliver for the Filipino people. Ang mga reformang ipinasa ng Kongresong ito ay may direksyon, may kabuluhan, at may hangarin iangat ang buhay ng bawat Pilipino. From food security to digital transformation, from social protection to economic resilience, this Congress became a legislative engine that powered Bagong Pilipinas. Our collaboration with the executive was neither automatic nor ornamental. It was deliberate and essential. Out of the 64 bills in the common legislative agenda, we enacted 33 into law. We passed 27 out of the 28 priority LEDAC measures on time and on target. This unity was never about surrendering independence. It was about aligning our purpose with the priorities of the Filipino people. It was about making government work, not just from Malacanang or from Congress, but as one government, one republic, one nation. 19th Congress was not only productive, it was inclusive. We made space for every voice: women, youth, indigenous peoples, persons with disabilities, and marginalized sectors. Ito ang tunay na tahanan ng mamamayan, bukas sa lahat, para sa lahat. We take pride in the empowered leadership of our women legislators, whose diligence, brilliance, and compassion gave depth to our laws and debates. We salute our sectoral and party list representatives who grounded our policies in the realities of ordinary Filipinos, from farmers and laborers to solo parents and persons with special needs. And to our young guns, special shout out to SDML, Congressman Ferdinand Marcos, our young lawmakers who brought innovation, passion, and purpose to this chamber. You have proven the future of the House is bright. You showed that courage has no age and that fresh ideas can thrive within the walls of tradition. Ang kabataan ng Kamara, hindi lang pag-asa ng bayan, katuwang nasa paggawa ng pagbabago. We also commend the senior statesmen and institutional leaders who chaired our most strategic and demanding panels. Quad Committee and the TRICOM, which ensured cohesion across our most complex priorities. Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability, which fearlessly tackled anomalies and upheld the House's moral compass. And the Murang Pagkain para sa Pilipino Super Committee, which refocused government action on food security and affordability. These committees help restore public trust, proving that transparency, efficiency, and compassion can coexist with lawmaking. Also today, I rise, not in defiance, but with resolve, guided by duty, grounded in principle. The decision of the Senate, sitting as an impeachment court, to return the articles of impeachment is deeply concerning. These articles were transmitted by the Chamber in accordance with the Constitution and with the overwhelming support of 215 members who answered the people's call for accountability. Let me speak plainly, yet with utmost respect. The House of Representatives acted not out of haste, but with deliberate care. We followed the law, we honored our mandate, and above all, we stood for what the Filipino people deserve. Indeed, a government that answers to its citizens. The House is not only the voice of the people, it is a guardian of their trust. When allegations arise that threaten public confidence in our institutions, our duty is clear: to seek the truth, to uphold transparency, and to demand accountability without fear, without favor. This is not a political exercise. This is our constitutional duty. That is why we will continue to move forward respectfully but resolutely. We shall comply with the requirements of the impeachment court, not to abandon our cause, but to ensure the process continues. Because in matters of truth and accountability, the House does not back down. We act not for ourselves, but for the nation, for every Filipino who hopes for clean, honest governance, for every citizen who still believes that public office is a public trust. Let history bear witness. The House of the People stood firm, not in opposition, but in conviction. In this House, we did not falter, we stood firm, because that is what the people deserve. At this juncture, let me recognize the House leadership team, our deputy speakers, our minority leaders, and all our committee chairs. You are the backbone of our Congress. You are the source of our productivity. Sa bawat tagumpay ng Kongreso, may mukha sa likod ng kamera. Ang pinuno ng mayorya at minorya at ang mga taga-pangulo ng mga komite na tahimik na nagsisilbi. To our House Secretariat, legislative staff, public affairs teams, maintenance crews, security personnel, and support units. You made these achievements possible. To the staff who stayed late so we could finish early. To the hands that delivered our mandates, mandamo nga salamat. My colleagues, you were not merely lawmakers, you were architects of progress. To the Filipino people, your voice echoed in these halls. Your dreams shaped our agenda. To the incoming 20th Congress, we leave you a house not broken, but blazing a trail, not adrift, but anchored in results. To those of us who are moving on, there is a time for everything. Your service will be remembered. Your legacy will endure. We did not just write laws, we wrote a better future. We did not just pass bills, we passed the test of leadership. This is the 19th Congress. This is your House of the People. And this is what good governance looks like. Mabuhay ang sambayanang Pilipino! Mabuhay ang Kongreso! Maraming salamat po!